Hello everyone and welcome back to Floodlights Camera Action from Yorgos Lanthimos to Yorgos Gavas. We look to bridge a gap between film and football and tell you exactly what films you should be watching and what ones to avoid. I'm Jack, but a podcast is only as good as its co-host every week. I'm joined by my good friend Veronika to work for the do's and don'ts of film watching. Veronika, how are you?
I'm good. I feel like we haven't done this in a very long time, so I apologise.
Season 3!
We apologise. We've been busy. We've been to London Film Festival. We watched some films.
We started new jobs.
Yeah.
I've been dying the last week from maybe COVID, maybe some kind of flu. So much I feel like there's that moment in Phantom Thread where he has a ghostly vision of his mother when he's lying in bed dying. And that's how I feel always. I'm just dissociating. But we're back for season 3 of Floodlights Camera Action. Today we are reviewing the films we saw at London Film Festival. We saw a number that I don't know. It's a good number. It's a solid number.
13 different films across both of us.
Bear in mind, we both had disrupted schedules and didn't get to see the films we wanted to see because of the BFI.
Also, we saw three of the films we saw. We both watched.
Yeah.
So I'm saying 13.
We liked
different
those three
ones, you know.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe we'll do a little quiz at the end, depending on if I am deceased or we run out of time. I'll let you lead on the first one. First film we're going to be reviewing. Yorgos Lanthimos' Bugonia. Bugonia? Where do we land?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it away. I feel this is your baby.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, I just remembered. I went to the screen talk as well, didn't I? I went to listen to Yorgos' screen talk, and that was really fun.
And that actually saved me in a way.
What saved you?
Well, because of the BFI booking system, which I won't get into.
Oh yeah.
I had to basically. On the first day I had lined up. It was just an accident, which is a press screening. Bad Apples, which is a public screening, and After the Hunt, which we'll get to later. And you text me on the train at about 8 a.m. saying...
I started calling you. This is an emergency.
You text me first.
Yeah.
And you said, Jack, the Bugonia tickets opened up. I was like, shit. So I went on the BFI app, and bear in mind, when it opens at 8 a.m, the app runs so badly because everyone's on there. I cancelled the Bad Apple screening. Went to grab the Bugonia ticket, but it crashed. So I then had no screen because someone took the Bad Apple ticket again, and I had like a moment on the ground floor of Waterloo where I was crashing out, and then I get a call from you to say, how did you get a ticket, and why was I able to get that ticket? Because I could have sworn that the public press bits shut at 8 a.m. that day. I have no idea how I got this ticket.
It was a press. No, it was. It was
public.
Yeah, but
there was a press allowance.
There was a press allowance for some of them.
But they shut at 8 a.m. that day, so you couldn't. So I don't know how I got this ticket.
No. Some of them at the Royal Festival Hall were like in the press section, and they didn't shut at 8 a.m.
I see. Okay.
So I got it thinking, okay, maybe I'll rewatch Bugonia, and then I realised, oh, actually, I'm going to the Yorgos screen talk, and I'm not going to make it if I go to Bugonia. So then I was thinking, all right, well, if I call you and we at the exact same time I cancel and you book, you should be able to get it.
Yeah.
And we had a countdown and it worked. So
it was like the end of Mission Impossible.
Yeah, when she's putting the thing in and he's telling her exactly when, or everything.
Yeah.
Everyone dies.
I just shouted, "Let's go!" when I was at a really busy Waterloo. Some guy next to me was
you fell to your knees.
Yeah,
in the middle of Waterloo.
It was like that bit in Shawshank where the rain was pouring down.
Yeah.
Indoors somehow, a pathetic fantasy. So no, we did manage to. Well, we both managed to see Bugonia, and I'll let you give your thoughts first. Because you hated it, obviously, which is a real shame.
No, I gave it 5 out of 5. Obviously, I think everyone knows by now. This is my favorite filmmaker, and it's very hard for me not to like the film. Exactly, and I've never watched a film by him that I haven't felt like, oh, this was made for me. This person gets it. This is exactly what I find funny.
You could argue makes your validity of your opinions slightly shakier.
But it doesn't matter because you're gonna also start glazing it soon.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil the fun.
Other than Alps, though, I didn't really like Alps that much. But anyway,
not a big skier.
No. My handwriting is so bad on my notes that I'm struggling here to read it. But yeah, no, I genuinely have no fucking idea what I wrote here. I think I wrote something like, he just seems to be in the same wavelength as me in what I want to see from a film. And I wrote wavelength. Wavelength is just a line, pretty much. I really don't know what was going on in my handwriting.
Just drew waves. That'll do. That means something.
But no, like, this film is just not an exception to the rule that I love every Yorgos film. I think it's great. Like, it's so funny. I watched it at 8 a.m. By the way.
Jesus Christ.
So imagine that.
That's a heavy 8 a.m.
Yeah, but you know what? it actually woke me up. The film woke me up because it was just so good, and like, the pacing is great. It's really funny. The performances are great. I thought Jesse Plemons was probably my favorite performance. I thought he was really good. I mean, Emma Stone is, like, always at that top level. I don't think it's as good as Poor Things, but like, that's not going to be top for me. So. Yeah, I mean, the needle drop of the Green Day needle drop, I thought was really, really good, even though that scene was kind of horrifying and made me uncomfortable. Yeah, Chapel Roan, we love Chapel Roan on the podcast. I think the third act is where it really, like, ramps up. Like, that is where it's like, okay, I'm locked in, let's go.
And also, that'll very much make or break your enjoyment of the film. If the third act doesn't land, then it will harm your experience of the film, in my opinion.
Yeah, and this third act's like, this is the payoff that I wanted. Like, this is fucking great. And then the very, very last bit, I'm not going to spoil because I think everyone should go watch it. It's out in the UK in cinemas right now. It came out 2 days ago, so everyone should go watch it. But the very, very last bit, I was just thinking the whole time, like, surely not. Surely they're not going to go there. Like, surely not. And then they just do, and it's, like, the funniest thing. Everyone's just going crazy in my screening. I don't know if yours is the same, but it was just dying laughing at how ridiculous it was.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, the fact that people dying laughing at a press screening is already is a testament to how good it was. And the build-up was worth it, because, yeah, that third act is just great. And, yeah, I thought Stavros was good as well, as the policeman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who employed him as a policeman? That's my question.
I don't know. I think I read somewhere that I asked Yorgos where did he get him from, and he was like, someone said, "Oh, Yorgos liked him because he was Greek." Yeah, calm down. Yeah. What else did I say? Well, yeah, I said I'll be rewatching it. I definitely will, because it's also out in 35mm now, and our screening wasn't.
I think it's one of those more very rewatchable films. I think it's probably up there with The Favourite as a really rewatchable film.
This is definitely his most accessible, like, normal film. Like, anyone could go watch it, I think. It's very general public.
The woke normies.
Yeah. I was just started, like, talking about how Emma and Yorgos are just a perfect artistic partnership, and I love it, and I hope they keep working together forever, every year. And then Yorgos says, actually, I'm taking a break from making films. So now I'm depressed, and I hate everything. And I'm taking a break from I'm taking a break from watching films until Yorgos is back. So the podcast is ending now. And I don't think I have anything else to say, really. Oh, I also love the poster designs that they made for this film, and I really need to get one.
Hard agree.
Because they always go just hard on Yorgos posters. They're so cool.
Is it my turn to glaze?
Yeah, go for it.
Sound like Curtis Lewa in the New York debate. Yeah. So to provide some validity and reliability to Veronika's opinion, I also gave it 5 stars. This is my favourite Yorgos Lanthimos film. Again, I thought it was... Actually, before I speak about the film, the screening was interesting. So it was Royal Festival Hall press, which means you're right at the back. Luckily, I was on the aisle. And it was genuinely... I can only ever compare it to, like, Newcastle's away end. I was so far away from the screen. But somehow that didn't really matter much, which is fairly impressive. The woman next to me, oh, bless her, she was having a time of it. She was so squeamish. And there's some scenes where, like, knees get broken and people die. And she was literally like, turned into me at one point, which was quite funny. The knee bit did get me. Knees, as we all know, knees do not. I don't like seeing knee injuries. I think this is my favorite Yorgos film. I think it's really propulsive, funny, has a lot to say, looks gorgeous. I don't know what cameras Yorgos Lanthimos shoots on, but all of his films look so good. I think this is maybe my favorite Emma Stone performance. I just think and it doesn't even feel like she's pushing herself. Like she's not really getting out of third gear, really. It's campy.
She's like messy. Like even the worst performance is a 10.
Yeah. I saw our good friend Seth immediately after this, and Josiah Cooper, who I met for the first time. And we both kind of agreed that like this. One really good thing about this film is that it's so silly. It's really, really, really silly in a really good way. It's brutal. Like the third act is so good. I love the ending as well. Just like it's not even my favorite film of the year. It's like second or third. It's really dark. It's just a phenomenal film. When it comes out, go see it. It's an easy recommend if you're into dark comedy that is actually dark and funny and not just one or the other. Just absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I'm glad. I also want to agree with the Royal Festival Hall being like one of the worst places to watch a film. It's just awful. I only went to watch one because I just kept. It was like my absolute last choice of like place to watch a film. But I mean, because it's not made for that.
I bet it might be good in like the lower rows, but in the stalls. But when you're in the press bit at the back, good lord. It's quite funny. There's like literally like security guards on the side as well with binoculars and lasers, which I thought was. I felt like I was in a James Bond film or an Ocean's film, which is quite interesting. Now, on to my two films I saw on my own, on my ones, on different days, different experiences. We'll go negative first, because why not? The first film of the festival I saw was actually on the digital player. I can't remember what they called it exactly, but it was the BFI Press digital player, which had an array of films and shorts and stuff. It was Love, Brooklyn, which was Rachel Abigail Holder's directorial debut, starring Andre Holland, Nicole Behari, and Dewanda Wise, all three who are really good. It's very warm. It's a romantic comedy that's massively funny. Which there are some funny moments where it's not really funny, but the chemistry between the cast was there, so it did feel somewhat romantic. I felt like the editing let it down. I thought there was some stuff that could have been cut, definitely. Some stuff I wanted to see more of. Lighting was good. Camera work in general was pretty good. There was some nice intimate movements. The script really lets it down. Really lets it down. In a similar way to Materialist, to be honest, it tries to bite off so much. Doesn't really land on much. For a film that is, it's supposed to be quite central on location. It's called Love, Brooklyn, and that's not a person, that's the place, Brooklyn, New York. To me, it feels like it could have been set pretty much anywhere in America, and it wouldn't have changed much. Granted, I've not been to Brooklyn, so I wouldn't have appreciated all the touchstones, but also I've not been to Vienna. No, Vienna? Is it Vienna? And they saw it when they were to Before Sunrise. Well, I've been to Paris.
Yes, it's Vienna.
Yeah, Vienna. I've not been to Vienna, but I still appreciated that it felt like Vienna in Before Sunrise. That felt important. Or I've not been to LA, but La La Land feels very LA. So that was disappointing. It's one of those films where it feels like there's a good film in there somewhere. There really is. I just feel like it could have done with a rewrite, a bit more time in a couple more drafts, just to really hone in on what is this film. Because to me, it did feel a little bit like they didn't really know what that film was, which is a shame. But I saw enough to go, look, I don't think Rachel Abigail Holder is going to go on to be like a favourite director of mine at all. And I'm not rushing to see her films like I would be for other first-time directors. I know Charlotte Wells, for example. But there was enough there behind the camera to, to have some strength. Just maybe could have a rewrite. Second film is sixth film I saw at the festival. It's Saipan, which, if you didn't know, is a film about Steve Coogan playing Mick McCarthy, Ayanna Hardwick as Roy Keane, and when Roy Keane left Ireland duty before the 2002 World Cup. I didn't expect this film to be good. I will say I thought it would be a bit silly. I thought it'd be a bit parody, to be honest, but it's good. It's like pretty good. I should say I gave Love Brooklyn kind of a 5 out of 10, 2.5 stars. This I gave 3.5 stars to, 7 out of 10, which is the same score I gave The Godfather, which is always very funny. My 3.5 ratings are always quite enjoyable. This is a film I knew I had to see going into the festival because obviously this podcast is a film and football podcast. Film and football are my two biggest interests, and it's really good. Alan Hardwick. Don't be surprised if you see him in contention for an FCA nomination later on in the year, in the calendar, because he's really, really, really good as Roy Keane. It's never parody. He gets his mannerisms down perfectly. His presence. He is maybe too pretty to play Roy Keane, but that's not his fault. Has some brilliant needle drops. So you look at Oasis, Bob Dylan, Stone Roses, Fontaines DC. Steve Coogan is like pretty good. He's all right, as solid as Steve Coogan as good as Steve Coogan as Mick McCarthy, but not like he's not as transformative as Ayanna Hardwick is. It's also really funny. It's really funny, and there are some really cool moments behind the camera where it'll be kind of they'll want to visualize the players getting pissed or the arrival of footballs, and it'd be quite artsy and quite it feels a bit out of place, but it's quite cool. I do kind of wish the script pushed itself more from the drama perspective. It doesn't push filmmaking forward. It's not reinventing the medium, and it's a bit cliche at points, but it's really entertaining. It really, really is. And if you're a football fan, when this comes out, I think it's early next year, go see it. It's 90 minutes. It's fun. It's a good film.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. You can speak now.
Okay. Okay. I'll go through 3 films because I watched a few more than you.
Flex.
Yeah. Well, I just took some holiday. And then I got really tired. And then I got really tired and actually stopped going to 3 films a day because it was a bit much. Especially because I was like hearing things like people saying, "Oh, actually, this film is average or boring. Don't go." And I was like, "Well, do I really want to wake up really early to go to a film that everyone's saying is boring? Not really."
You did have a surprise from that, though. You did have a positive surprise.
Yeah, but what are the chances of that? Quite low. And do I want to wake up at 6 a.m? Not really.
No. Good point.
Anyway, so the first film I'm going to talk about is If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, which I think both of us are really looking forward to. I think Rose Byrne? Did you say Byrne?
Yeah.
She's like probably the best performance of the year in this. I'm not gonna lie. I will go there. I will say it. I think it's my favorite performance of the year.
Leading female performance or general?
No, in general.
Wow.
It's her or Amanda Seyfried and Anne Lee. But I think hers is like it's pretty unbelievable. I've never seen her act well, so like I was just surprised. I don't know. I also didn't think I loved this film as much as I did, and I didn't know what to expect at all because I feel like no one's really spoiled what this is about or what the tone is or anything, and the title also doesn't give it away. Like, is that meant to be funny? Like, I feel like it's meant to be funny, but then you watch the film and you're like, what the fuck? I never want to see this again. I'm traumatized.
It sounds like an Arctic Monkeys lyric from like 2013.
True.
From like Humbug or something.
But I gave it 5 stars. And even on like thinking about it afterwards, sometimes I'll be like, oh, was that a 5-star film? I'll lower it to 4.5. I was being a bit silly. But for this, like, no, I genuinely do think this was one of the best films I've seen this year. And I want to say one thing, because I only realized this after I watched it, and I looked at the cast. The director is in this film, and I respect when a director doesn't just give themselves a cameo, but just gives themselves like a supporting role, which she did in this film.
Did you hear the story of how Harris Dickinson has ended up not starring, but like co-starring in his film?
No, but I was surprised. I didn't think he'd do that. I was surprised that he did.
No, he didn't want to, but apparently they had the actor for that role dropped out like a week to filming.
Yeah.
And apparently the lead, is it Frank? I can't remember his name. Said like, Harris, you're the only one who actually knows how to do it.
Yeah.
So he stepped in.
Yeah, her name is Mary Bronstein, the director, and she was like third build like on the cast, which is crazy. I respect that so much. And she was quite good. So shout out Mary, and I'll definitely be watching whatever she makes next because this is very impressive. The film, I feel like if I were to describe it in one word, it would just be insane. It's pretty insane in kind of most senses, every sense of the word, really. And I had a similar thing to you with Bugonia and having that woman, go crazy because things were like, disgusting and she was squeamish.
Women are going crazy.
The women are going crazy. That's the conclusion of today's episode. No, but like it wasn't a woman. It was just like everyone in my screening was getting squeamish at this one bit, and I was as well. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was turning away from the screen.
What was it?
I'm not telling you. But, like, you'll know when you watch the film, okay? There's just one bit where it's like, oh god, this is disgusting. And you wouldn't think it, because I feel like this film's been promoted in such a mysterious way. Like, I feel like it's hard to explain.
It's not been promoted much. I mean, I'm aware of it.
I'm doing the promotion right now.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I haven't been paid. Come on the podcast. Get your PR people in touch and actually come on the podcast.
No, but there's this one bit that's just, everyone was reacting, like, and it was quite a small press screening, and everyone was just reacting, like, to the, I don't think I've, like, heard a reaction that loud in a morning press screening before, except Bugonia laughing.
Just hear loads of laptops be shut down as it's happening.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't see anyone on their laptop in my screenings.
No, there was just a lot of...
Can I say one quick thing? Before Silent Friend, I was sitting next to this older guy who pulled out his iPad before the screening and went on Instagram on his iPad. He was just scrolling.
That's okay. The only thing I noticed with press really was they're very loose with their spoilers before screenings of other films.
The conversations you overhear are just the worst thing ever. And I hate them.
They're also the worst people of all time. And there was a lot of lateness to screenings.
Yeah.
Which really annoyed me because it would just disrupt the screen. Everyone's there to work. Like, sure, we're watching films. We are there to work. And when you got like people trying to find their seats, find a free seat in the dark, it's like, fuck off. Get here earlier. Do your job, as Roy Keane would say.
But yeah, no. If I had legs, I'd kick you. Yes, it's very, very, very good. But also, I never want to watch it again. Similarly to something like Requiem for a Dream. Like, yes, this is brilliant. I love this. 5 stars. Don't ever show me this again. Yeah. I was writing these notes, and this actually wasn't meant to be the second bit of notes I wrote, because I didn't watch the second, but I just came out of that screening and I felt like I had to like start writing about it because I loved it so much. I think it's the best when you watch a film where you were kind of expecting it to be good because of what other people have said. But it wasn't like your number one, like you're most excited for this film, and then it turns out to be so great. Like those unexpected screenings are the best, I think.
Yeah. Or the other side where you expect to like something and then it's just fine.
Yeah, but that's worse. That's awful.
That's what I'm saying. That's like
it's disappointing.
I had that with The Roses in The Long Walk recently, where it's just they weren't even awful. They were just fine. It's like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah. So this film, I've had like, I think if you leave a screening and you're watching films all the time, and you've watched maybe 5 films since this one, and I still cannot stop thinking about this one, it just shows how good it is. Like if you can't get out of your mind. I also thought A$AP Rocky was good. It's the second film this year that I thought his performance was very good. And it's a very different performance, by the way. It's very much
so good about A$AP Rocky. He's got range.
I think he's the best rapper turned actor we've had in a long time. I can't really think of anyone else.
50 Cent.
Well, yeah, in a long time, I said. When's the last time 50 Cent did a film?
50 Cent, Ice Cube.
Sorry. Ice Cube, okay.
Ice is pretty good.
Bro.
In comedies.
What's the last good performance he has done?
Right. Let me think. Oh, War of the Worlds.
Shut up. All right. I already mentioned Rose Byrne is incredible. I already said it was one of the best performances of the year. I think probably the best, to be honest. There were just, you know what? You'd expect this to, I think, be quite like a more of a generic film, but actually, they make some very interesting, like, risky choices with the way that they show the story, like the cinematography, some of the, like, cutouts into things that are more abstract, I guess. They definitely, but they don't do it too much to the point where it's pretentious. Like, they show you interesting things, they try and link them together. They'll cut from the normal kind of dramatic scenes into something a bit more abstract and absurd, and I really like those, actually. I think it really works. Well, maybe some people it doesn't work, but for me, I really enjoyed it. Sound design, crazy. Like, they went crazy with the sound design. I think
substance level, or
I didn't hear what you just said. What level?
Substance level, or
maybe. Yeah. And I don't really want to spoil the really obvious thing that they've done.
Yeah, being it's not out for release yet, maybe don't do that.
Yeah, and it's also not out in quite some time, so I'm not going to spoil, but there's one very obvious big decision that they made in the way that they show the story and what they decide to focus on. That is, I think, a really, really good decision.
The whole film is just shot from the waist down. You just see the legs the entire time.
You're not that far off, I guess. But
is it footsteps?
Well, no. Okay, stop guessing, please. Stop giving people ideas of weird stuff to do.
I'm building up interest.
No, it was brilliant. And as much as I do want to watch it again, I don't want to be traumatized again. So maybe I won't do that. Okay. Next film is So I've already given you 2 5-star films. You must be like, wow, this festival's brilliant. I thought that as well, because the first few films I saw were really great.
BFI listening, this was a good festival.
No, it was.
So thank you, BFI.
Listen, on the first day, I already had more 5-star films than I did the whole of Venice. So
BFI got that juice.
Fair enough, BFI, well done. But then I went to Royal Festival Hall, boo, and I also watched a bad film, even worse. So, yeah, it was a double downed negative. And I went to watch Ballad of a Small Player,
Bad year for Colin Farrell. Bad year for Colin Farrell.
Very bad.
For a good actor and a good man.
He used to be like one of my go-to actors where I'm like, oh, Colin Farrell's in this. I'm going to go watch it.
He was just having a bad year.
Yeah. He needed the money. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, well, it's Kogonada's, he's worked with Kogonada before.
Yeah, but this
for a big movie. Edward Berger is he's a really good filmmaker.
Yeah. I mean, sure.
What's that Netflix coin? Hard to turn down.
This is very much like that, a Netflix film where they try to go for awards and then it turns out people don't like it and then they bury it and no one ever watches it.
Yeah, you do not get an Oscar for bright colours if your film is bad.
I mean, listen, the one good thing about the film is that it looks cool. Like, the colours are good. What you just said, yeah, the colours are good. The lighting is nice, but that's mainly because Macau looks really cool and it looks great as a place, so it's kind of hard to make it look bad.
Another arrow in the knee of Love Brooklyn right there. Having your
and especially
location central film look good.
Especially if you're in casinos all the time and it's nighttime and there's loads of bright lights, that shit is gonna look great, wow, how cool. But then everything else about it is awful. It's boring. I think I could feel my head falling down because someone was falling asleep during the middle, which is not a good sign because this wasn't even the morning screening.
I would never fall asleep in a script ever.
Okay, well, you just don't watch enough films, do you?
Or I haven't spoken about the one I did yet.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't fall asleep, but I was nodding off, and I got a chocolate bar out of my backpack and ate it to give myself sugar, so I wouldn't fall asleep.
You needed one, when athletes get the energy gels.
Well, yeah, no, I actually needed that. I ate a chocolate
a marathon runner,
and I was fine after that. What
chocolate bar was it? Big question.
You know what? You're probably not gonna like this. It was a Malteser's reindeer gingerbread flavor, so it was a Christmas.
There's a lot going on. That's a small chocolate bar as well. It
is small, but you know what? I just needed an hour of energy.
Yeah, fair.
It was 3 p.m, so
By the way, that might not sound like much. If you've seen 1 or 2 films before that, you get tired, and you've been travelling or you've been up really early. What time do you get up though?
I don't know.
Early,
Who
right?
cares? Let me slate this film.
No, that's my point. Is that it's really tough to be at film festivals. It's tiring. People are sleepy.
Yeah, but also the film was boring.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
What else? Like, okay, so it's like, listen, if I told you Colin Farrell, Macau, gambling, you'd probably be like, okay, I'm locked in. You know, this is going to be good. This is going to be so cool.
Well, I was interested in it.
Guys being guys. This is interesting.
I was really interested in the film before it went to festivals, and now I'll watch it.
Yeah.
But I'm not looking forward to it.
You just like, how can you make something like that boring? Like, it's impressive, actually.
Is it
I'm
the script
impressed.
or
everything? The script, the direction,
apart from the lighting.
Apart from the lighting, yeah. Shout out. Apart from Macau, I don't even know if that's them or just the location.
Shout out. Macau is.
Macau.
I mean,
it made me want to visit Macau. I will just say it. It also made me want to gamble.
You're not big into James Bond, but I think it was Skyfall. They went to Macau, and that's it. Like that. Any film in Macau looks brilliant. If you got half competent DP, it looks brilliant.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so here's my issues. Right, most of my issues were it's based on a book, but like
you can't read, so that's the number one issue.
It's based on a book, but I don't know if the book was like this. Maybe the book shouldn't have been made into a film. Again, I've seen this issue recently a lot, or maybe it's the screenplay, whatever they've made out of the book. But like, there were no stakes felt at all during the climax of this film that was meant to be really, really important and like big, and have all these consequences, and everything was on the line. Obviously, it's a gambling film, so there's gonna be a bit like that. I didn't feel like I cared. It was very obvious what the outcome was gonna be. The morale of the story was like, oh, money isn't the most important thing in the world. Whoa. Okay, thank you, Edward Berger, for telling me that.
If you're rich, maybe don't say that in the year 2025.
Yeah. Also, I didn't understand what the conversion was from like Hong Kong dollars to pounds, so I don't really know how much money this was. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit confused.
That's funny.
It's like 50 billion Hong Kong dollars. I'm like,
okay, what's going on there?
I don't know. Also, okay, there's this like side plot with Tilda Swinton, and it's so weird and uninteresting, and it takes up way too much time. I think they should just cut it. I didn't understand what was going on. It was such a waste of a good actress as well. Like, I really didn't like that. There was a very lame reveal of schizo tendencies. Okay, whatever. No one really cares because I'm not invested in any part of this film whatsoever. Yeah, so it looks good. Nothing else, no substance. It's lame. Lame describes the whole film. And if you make a film about gambling with Colin Farrell in Macau, lame, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's very disappointing. It's a waste of potential. It's kind of pointless. It's shallow. And it's like, it's very obviously a Netflix original. And I mean that in a very derogatory way.
Do you want to know how we have a link to this film?
God, I hope we don't.
Have a guess.
Why do we have a link to this film?
We have been in the same room as one of the producers.
No.
Remember this?
I don't want to know.
Picture House Create, Mike Goodridge, took part in a Secrets of Film Producing.
Did he? Well,
Q&A.
Maybe.
Yeah, I preferred the other people, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I remember he mentioned it at the time. I remember at the time thinking, oh yeah, I'm excited to see that film. Now, sorry, Mike, bad news.
All right. Let's go back to positive. Let's go back to positivity, because this was a surprise. This was a surprise of the festival. I think not only for me, but for some other people as well.
Yeah, this is my vindication. You're surprised.
But there are some people who still hate this, and I don't understand. It's one of those
where they don't like Noah Baumbach films. That's why. That can be the only reason. They do not like Noah Baumbach films.
You haven't watched it yet, so you never know. But,
yeah, I mean, it's out soon, but I normally haven't seen it yet.
I didn't go to watch it at Venice. It was about Jake Kelly. Obviously, how could you not get that from the Noah Baumbach reference? What the hell? So I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. I was close to giving it 5. I'm not gonna lie, and I've had friends see it after, who I've been like, you are insane. How have you even giving it a 4? Like, how are you giving it 4.5? This is so bad, or like so mid and boring.
Most people are no longer your friends. So.
They just don't get it. Okay, some people just don't get it, and there were parts of the reaction that remind me of Babylon, where people just didn't get it. They don't get the vision. They were not immersed. They don't understand. The ending is Babylon coded, and I know some people will hate both of those, but I love both of them, and I don't really care, and I bought into it. I bought into George Clooney's performance. I was completely entranced by the script, which is great. I thought the whole cast is brilliant. Like, you have Laura Dern, Adam Sandler, Greta Gerwig, supporting cast.
Laura Dern's my favourite actress. I love The Sandman. Were they
I love
good
Laura Dern.
as expected, or as hoped?
But, like, I didn't expect it to be this good, because when it came out of Venice, I was going to go see it. And then the reaction was like, this is boring, this is whatever, Boneback's finished, He's washed. And I was like, okay, well, I just won't waste my time, I'll go see something else. And then now I've seen it because I had some time, and I was like, oh, I might as well go see J. Kelly. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I think that I was stupid not to go see it. So maybe sometimes the reaction isn't what you should go off. Maybe you should go watch it yourself, because I really did love it.
Yeah, this is the opinion of Floodlight's Camera Action. Form your own opinions.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I'm pretty sure most people would probably not like J. Kelly as much as I did, and as much as some people did. But J. Kelly truthers, guys, we need to group together, okay, and we need to watch it again. Maybe. I don't know what we could do. I don't know what could we do. $1
million.
Yeah, Clooney is probably playing himself, but then
that's fine.
But
he's
first of all, who
Clooney.
cares? But also, if you watch the film, it is explained a lot of times that actually it's very hard to play yourself. That's the hardest thing you can do. Everyone is playing themselves every day. All the world's a stage. That's the moral of the story. Also, look after your kids. Look after your kids, because
as child actors, or
you might be dying soon, and then you'll be like, oh, I didn't spend any time with my kids, I'm so sad. So that's kind of
spoil the entire film, because I haven't seen it yet.
That's not the entire film. I'm just saying,
right.
It's about looking after your kids.
Okay. And obviously,
you shouldn't have kids, because then you won't regret not spending time with them.
George Clooney is obviously Adam Sandler's son in J. Kelly, which is the whole story.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I love Adam Sandler in this, by the way. His
dramatic chops are really good.
He keeps calling him puppy, and it's just so cute. I find it cute. Some people hate it, but I find it cute.
Yeah, those people
you
are
should
wrong.
have said Pookie instead of puppy, but whatever.
I don't think I want it. I don't want to hear Adam Sandler say Pookie. I don't think I want it. I don't want to hear that.
Pookie. Okay.
This is Adam Sandler's second collaboration with Noah Baumbach, though. Like, he was really good in the Meyerowitz stories, which is a really good film, by the way. Obviously, he was good in Uncut Gems, good in Punch Drunk Love. The Sandman has got it. He's got it, and will be in supporting actor contention. Okay,
people might laugh at me for this if you've watched J. Kelly, but I almost cried at the end. I think it's the only film at the festival that almost made me cry. I don't even know why. Maybe I was just being emotional, but this film really did get to me. I don't know. Like, I know it's like about actors and whatever, and about film, but there's some parts of it really translate. It's about people. It's about being human. I think the screenplay is great.
Just go and get it.
Yeah, people just don't get it. They really don't. But no, it's I was surprised. Also, I was doubly surprised because it's a Netflix film, and like I just said, they are usually not very good, especially recently.
Half the films are adverts.
And also, it's very disappointing that it's going straight to Netflix soon, and people won't see it at the cinema, because I thought it was a great cinema experience, especially for a longer film. I feel like you have to watch it without getting distracted.
I don't think they would have got much at the box office, though.
I know, but at least do like a week. Do one day.
Are they not doing a limited theatrical?
Oh, no, I don't think they are.
Should I have a quick look?
Have a look, because
it'll only be in America in 2 theatres in the entire country.
Yeah, it will be, just to be qualified for Oscar, which
there is a limited theatrical in the UK, 14th November.
Okay, well, that's good.
No idea how long it would be for, though.
Yeah. Also shout out Billy Crudup, my bestie from Almost Famous. He's in this, and he's pretty good. He is. He is what?
Man. What a
he
man
is a man.
He is.
I love him. But no, he does show, like, this guy's still got it. He's still got it. All right. That's me. Also, you said you had some big news. You just messaged me. Big news? What is the big news?
Is it what I put on screen?
Yes. What did you want to say?
Ron Aries is now on VOD.
Wow.
And
when did it come
even realise it was out in theatre.
When did that film come out?
Like a week ago.
And it also took One Battle After Another's IMAX screenings.
It's already out on VOD, I think.
And now it's out on VOD? Okay.
It came out in the UK 16 days ago.
Jesus Christ.
It might be out on VOD already or other places, but I've seen it in other places. Are we ready to go to the next film, which I'll talk about first? Because
yes, because I just talked for ages. Yeah,
that's what this is good production. This is
all right. Go.
We both saw. Fucking hell. We both saw Sentimental Value.
Yes,
it is my favourite screenplay of the year. It's so good. The screenplay, and I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's a screenplay. Who looks at films that way?" You just know, like the lines, the structure of the story, the plotting. It's phenomenal. The cast. Are they doing a casting award at the Oscars this year? Or is that next year?
I don't know.
If it's this year, this film has to be in contention. Renate Reinsve, is great. Stellan Skarsgård's brilliant. The best performance, though, is Inga Ibsdotter Liljas, who plays the older sister.
Woo.
Currently, both of our picked for supporting actress. She won't get a nomination. She just won't.
Maybe. No, maybe.
I don't think she will. She deserves
this one, the Palme d'Or, it can, right? Like, people like it. Critics like it.
It was just an accident on Palme d'Or.
Wait, did it not? What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how did this not work? Okay, well, fuck
because
you can.
Because it was just an accident, which I'll talk about very shortly, is like Anora, which is why it won.
Okay.
Elle Fanning is really good. Corey Michael Smith is really funny in his very small role. Even the small bits are brilliant. It's just so powerful, and it looks gorgeous.
You need to watch more Joachim Trier films, though, because you
only watched...
It's my first
Joachim Trier.
Yeah, you have to watch the trilogy, the Oslo trilogy, because that's one of... It's one of the... Like, he is... Sorry, Yorgos has gone on a break now, so Joachim Trier is probably, like, my favourite currently working director.
Yeah.
I absolutely
it's
love
also...
him.
One final thing, like, it's really funny. It's one of the funniest films of the year, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. That one scene where he gives him a gift is...
DVDs.
That got the biggest laugh I've ever heard at a press screening.
Yeah. Someone on the way out said, yeah, that joke, it's not getting a reaction that big in a public screening for, like, people who aren't into film. Which is very true.
But, like, people who aren't into film are not going to go watch this.
It was such a filmy joke. I get 4.5 stars. Very close to 5. Yeah, it's just brilliant. It really it's the best screenplay of the year. Some of the best performances of the year. Some of the best camera work of the year. I don't know what's holding it back, and I'm not gonna bump it to 5.
You should just watch it again and see.
That's what it's going to be. But yeah, Inga Ibsdotter Liljas is phenomenal.
Yeah,
especially in the third
amazing.
act, is brilliant, and she's one of my favourite female supporting performances of recent years. She's that good.
Yeah. Okay. Can I go through my notes now,
yes.
please? Because I'm so excited to talk about it. Because I already said I love Joachim Trier, and I gave it a 5. You know, I couldn't stop thinking. Again, it's another one of those where I just could not stop thinking about it, and I think on rewatch, it might. I'm not gonna lie right now. It might be my favorite film of the year. If I rewatched it, I think I might be like, okay, this has completely destroyed me. I get it now. This is my favorite film of the year.
I think the only thing holding it back is that it didn't fully destroy me. I think that's the only thing.
And I feel like on rewatch it might.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, that's the only thing, is because I didn't have that emotional reaction at the end that I expected to have. But I think maybe if I watched it again...
It's a really good ending as well.
I knew what to expect, yeah.
The only other ending would have been... I won't say anything. There's like one other ending that would have been suitable, in my opinion.
But I don't know if it would have been the right one.
I want to put on screen what I think it could have been.
Okay.
It would have been very on the nose.
Well, I know exactly what you're saying, and I thought that was going to happen. But I'm kind of glad it didn't. Because it's too much.
Is it that?
No, mine was darker. Anyway,
everyone dies. That's the ending.
No. Okay. So to me, I just think the writing is so brilliant. As you've said, like the screenplay is it's perfect, to be honest. I think it's perfect. And the character that Ren's, I think,
Renata
plays, like, that hits so close to home that I think I was kind of like disassociating. Well, before the screening, I was already dissociating for those random reasons, and then I watched this from like, this is pretty much, most of this is me on the screen, and I kind of like, I felt very strange about it, and I think maybe that's why I disconnected from it, and I didn't really feel that emotion at the end, because I kind of was like, wait, this is a bit too similar, and it made me feel a bit strange seeing that on screen.
They are being very cheeky, and I think the Oscars have to clamp down on this. I don't know how they would, but Stellan Skarsgård is not a supporting actor in this; he's a co-lead. Same way Kieran Culkin was last year for
yeah, but I also don't really care.
No, neither do I. But I feel like we're playing fast and loose with supporting acts a little bit. But yeah, Stellan Skarsgård brilliant, as is Renato Runs.
Yeah, no, but the fact that I related to the lead so much, it started to make me uncomfortable. Not in a bad way, but I'm just saying, like, me personally, I was very like, okay, I don't like seeing myself on screen like this. Stop.
Hence, this is an audio podcast.
And like, yeah, I don't know. You've already mentioned the supporting actress, the youngest sister who, Agnes. Her actress was a standout for me.
Younger sister. Is it younger or older?
I think she was younger, because Renat was like, oh, Renat. Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Agnes.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah. No, but
she was the younger sister.
Right, I was, bear in mind, at the end of that day, I was
very clearly the younger sister. That's part of the plot.
Yeah, it was a long day, and it's been a long week, if I'm honest. Yeah. She's brilliant.
Well, Renat, I think, is incredible because she's kind of like Emma Stone. Like, she'll bring an incredible performance every single time, and she also has worked with Joachim Trier before. And there are a few other performances that were great of actors who have worked with him before. I kind of like when, some people don't like it, but I kind of like when a director and an actor have a really good relationship and they'll work with each other multiple times, because it brings the best out of them. I really do think that.
Yeah, what's good about Inga? Sorry, just you mentioned about how Renat she's kind of consistent. She's well known. This is probably Inga's biggest, right? Definitely her biggest role today. Like, she's been in a couple of small Scandinavian films that have got like 3.0 average. There's a choose. Co-starred Tormund Giant Spain from Game of Thrones in The Last King. Whereas she's complete on that. I didn't know who she was. I expected to really like Stellan and Renata, but Inga just blew me. It only really clicked in the third act, but she just completely knits the film together in such a brilliant and quite subtle way.
I was actually quite impressed by Elle Fanning again.
Oh, definitely.
And I never thought of her as
switched up
like
her a lot.
A great actress before, but actually she's kind of great. I will say that she's kind of
really
great.
Good performances in A Complete Unknown and now Sentimental Value.
But
which it's kind of a shame because she's the second best supporting actress in both those films, which means she obviously Oscars don't mean much, but they do mean something. They do mean something. She won't win. She won't be campaigned. Yeah, of course. She won't be campaigned for an Oscar for this film because
it's a shame. She deserves something. But no, she's great.
And I used to not like her as an actress really much, but now I'm a big fan of her.
I just didn't really know anything about her. Like, I feel like she was in films I just wasn't watching.
I saw one really bad performance and thought, no. But in fairness, that was a Woody Allen script.
Yeah.
And I hate Woody Allen scripts.
You know what? I'm just going to go a bit on a tangent here, just a little bit. I know that we've been recording for ages and we're not done, but...
It's 50 minutes, it's fine.
Yeah, but, like, I just want to say one thing, because there have been so many performances I've seen recently that was so great from actors that I would have never expected to give performances that good before, and I'm just thinking, like, do you think almost every actor has that in their locker? It's a really political way of saying...
Well, no.
Do you think most actors have, like, an incredible performance in their locker and they just haven't had the chance to show off their acting? I don't know.
No, I don't.
Like, I don't know. I've just seen so many performances from people that I just wouldn't have expected.
I think there are a lot of good actors who haven't had the chance. I think they haven't been elevated by a good script or a good director. I also think there's a lot of, like, really. It's like with footballers, right? Like, I mean, any footballer can have their day, but it doesn't mean they're really good. I'm actually talking myself out of my own argument now.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Because this is taking way too long. Let's move on. We're not going to debate now. I think you're next with your.
Oh, am I in?
Yeah, you're next.
Got rid of my
Go
running
on.
order.
You're subbed in.
It 'cause I was. Yes, I saw. It was just an accident. I believe this was my first in-person screening. It was a press screening. Palme d'Or at Cannes, I think, maybe. Directed by Jafar Pahani, who I think this will almost definitely win Best International Feature. I think it might get a Best Picture nomination if the word of mouth is strong enough and the movement is strong enough. And I think Jafar Pahani, if it all aligns, he could, I don't think he will, could get a Best Director nod. If I had to compare this film to something, it would be Anora, in that it's got quite really dark subject matter, really funny. Is a story about a group of misfits who have kind of banded together to kind of find someone, or find something out. And it's very silly, very funny. The script is great, and then it gets to the ending, and the third act is brilliant, but the last 15 minutes is essentially a conversation with a camera pointing at a tree and a man. It doesn't move much at all, and then that gets resolved, and then the ending itself is so haunting, scary without being. It's not jump scare or anything, but it's scary because of the atmosphere and the implication. That last 15 minutes is some of the best filmmaking of the year, hands down. This is a really good film. It's really clever. It's really funny. It's dark. It's prescient. 4 stars. It was just an accident. Highly recommend it. Now, every film festival.
Do you want to leave this to the very end?
No, because I just need to get through this.
I'm scared because
no, I'll behave myself.
I feel like I was being nice, and then I was kind of like, oh shit, maybe I was being really mean. I've heard what you think about this film off camera, and now I'm a bit scared you're going to be even more mean than I was.
No,
but at least I'm justified now in what I said.
I can back up my criticisms whilst I very quickly get my notes up.
Okay, well, go for it.
Every film festival I go to, I've been to 2, but it's a consistent theme. As a film that has some kind of prestige or interest, or is one of the biggest films of the festival because of the cast or the movement behind it or whatever, and I hate it. London Flair, BFI London Flair, it was Hot Milk, which I detested. This time, it's Luca Guadagnino's After the Hunt, which I also very, very, very much disliked. Luca Guadagnino is a filmmaker I like. I loved Challengers, and every other film I've seen of his is a solid 3.5 stars. He's a really I like his films a good amount. I didn't go into this with big expectations, and that was off the back of Weronika reviewing it at Venice. So I thought, look, I don't want to build up to something it might not be. I will try my best to go in and give it a chance. This film is terrible. It's really, I don't enjoy saying that. It's really bad. The script is so shallow, so tone deaf, so mind numbing. It doesn't understand its subject matter at all. It has nothing interesting to say. It comes across as quite lazy. Just really approach subject matter in a way it doesn't work. I think Julia Roberts and Michael Stuhlbarg are pretty good. I saw people say career best Julia Roberts. Don't agree with that at all. Michael Stuhlbarg he's really funny. He's really campy. He's a good time. Andrew Garfield's someone I somewhat like, but I've seen a couple of performances right now where his acting to me is very grating. I found him quite whiny in We Live in Time. Despite the fact I thought he did okay in that film, but I thought quite whiny. I didn't like him much in this. I thought he was quite loud, quite unsubtle, which might have been a directorial choice, but was his performance nonetheless. Iwa Debris feels very out of place. I don't think her character is written appropriately at all. I'll be very careful with how I say that. I just think it's a wrong characterization for her. It's either the wrong characterization or the wrong casting. Because that character doesn't work.
Or it's just really fucking badly written, and anyone will look bad in that because fucking hell.
Yeah, no, it is definitely more. I'm not saying it's AO's fault at all. By the way, it's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't think, especially with this script, she doesn't fit that at all.
No, because the person writing it just has no idea what they're doing.
Yeah,
and just doesn't know how to write a character like that at all.
This is her first. I won't name the screenwriter because I can't remember her beat.
Yeah,
I'm not going to air her out. This is her first feature, and you can really tell.
It's very obvious it's a first screenplay.
I don't know why Luca Guadagnino took this on. One criticism I've had about Luca is that I think he takes on way too many projects in development, and you do lose quality control at that point. Which I'm kind of excited about Yorgos, because Yorgos he's not getting worse at all, but I quite like that he's taking a break from an acting standpoint. I don't know why he's taking the script on because it's really bad. Yeah. I didn't like the cinematography. I know some people said, "Oh, it's kind of fun, it's quirky." I didn't like it at all. I thought, sure, they're trying some things, but there was also some really just rookie mistakes that just weren't good. I thought the lighting, especially that there's one scene in a staircase with Ayo Debris, you couldn't see Ayo Debris because of how bad it was lit. Just really bad, and especially when he's formerly worked with Saipan Mudik from obviously on Queer and Challenges last year. It is just so clear why Saipan Mudik Prom is the best in the business. That one new DP isn't. And then the ending is just so stupid. But criminally, this film is just boring. It's got nothing interesting to say. It's not funny. It's not well made. There is nothing captivating about it apart from Michael Stuhlbarg having fun and Julia Roberts doing a pretty decent job. It's irredeemable. I gave it 1 star. It's far closer to half a star, if I'm honest. It's one of my least favourite of the year. There is no reason to watch this film. People can enjoy any film they want. And if they enjoy a film that I dislike, that's fine. I find that some of the narrative that's going around this film about how, actually it's misunderstood and it's actually really clever. It's not. It's not good. It's not a good film. It's not trying to build a narrative that isn't real. Yeah.
I just want to say, the people who are now doing revisionism on a film that hasn't even come out yet, it's crazy, by the way.
Started.
But also, if they hadn't have seen the negativity coming out of film festivals, I feel like they wouldn't have been watching it with the mindset of, I'm going to give this a chance. I'm going to find anything here that maybe others haven't seen because I'm really smart and I know films more than everyone else. And
it goes both ways, by the way. That happens with
it absolutely does go both ways. But I'm just saying, this is why I like going to film festivals, because then you can watch the films without much outside noise, and it's pretty. You're probably seeing it in more of a neutral light. I do feel like people now are saying, "Oh, you guys are crazy. This is great. You just didn't understand this." It's like, well,
if you liked it, that's fine. It's just not good.
Yeah. It's just not. And I think people trying to make it deep and trying to educate people on, no, this is actually what it said. I don't even care if that's actually what it said. It's bad. And it's still a shit script.
I actually don't understand. It's trying to talk about Me Too. I know it's just doing a bad job.
Yeah, it's just doing it really badly. Thanks. I understand. It's just still bad.
Yeah, I know it wants to be.
But anyway,
that's my review of After Hanover because I really didn't like it.
Let's just not talk about this film ever again.
No, never ever again.
Because we both just hate it. I think it's my turn now to end this off with.
Yeah, not quite. You got 3 and then we got 1 joint more.
Okay. Oh yeah. All right.
It's fine. Keep going.
Okay. So the next, I don't know. I'm going in order. Another film I saw was Reflection in a Dead Diamond, which a friend of mine, Doinel, he recommended it to me from seeing it at a different film festival, and it's like a smaller film. I haven't really heard anyone talk about it, but I thought, I trust my friends.
We'll not get UK release, by the way. That's the kind of film.
Oh, of course not. But I just thought, I'm going to go see it because it was recommended, and he absolutely loved it, and he doesn't love many films. So I was like, you know what? I need to watch it. It's directed by 2 people actually, and I think they're together. I think they're partners. So it's Hélène Catay and Bruno Forzani. Yeah, romantic partners. Yeah, I think they're married or something. I don't know. Anyway, and by the way, these 2 are currently making an animated film, and I'm so excited to see what the hell they're gonna do, because this is crazy already what they've done with a live action film. And I like if they have even more creative control over an animation, I cannot wait to see what they do because
can't wait to invent the K-pop Demon Hunters too. Can't wait for
they
that.
are honestly. This is like I was just in shock. I left that screen. I was just in shock. A lot of people left after like 20 minutes, just walked out, which I think is disappointed by press. Like I think that's quite disappointing.
Really unprofessional.
I think so.
I stayed through after the hunt somehow.
I stayed through Silent Friend, and I really didn't like it. I found it so boring.
Spoilers! Whoa.
And well, I considered. I'm not gonna lie. Part of me was like, should I just fucking leave? But then I was like, no, I shouldn't leave because how can I judge a film if I haven't seen the whole thing? It's just not fair. It's just not fair. What is the point?
So like, you're there, you may as well finish it.
Exactly. Like, okay, maybe I'm not liking it right now, but what if they're saying good? And I actually did get better as it went on, so I don't regret staying. But anyway, this film is just crazy. Like, it's just crazy. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a parody satire of older James Bond films.
And now you talk my language.
I think, right, cinematography is like just insane. I think there's so much going on. Like, there's just so much going on. I was confused the whole time. I don't know what was happening, but I was enjoying every single bit of it. I don't know if I already said I rated it 4.5 stars, but you will never ever see a film like this again.
Lots of gimp suits going on from what I'm seeing.
I'm telling
reflection
you,
of Dead Diamond Stills.
I'm telling you, you'll never see a film like this again. And I think it's one of the most gorgeous films I've seen in a very long time.
Stills are good.
So the stills are brilliant. The colours are brilliant. Yeah, I absolutely do recommend it. I don't know where people can watch this, but it's one of those films.
I would say illegally in 18 months' time.
Maybe, but it's one of those films that is just, it kind of, I respect it most of all, you know? I respect people who, like, don't take filmmaking super seriously and will take the risks and will make things that look like this and that some people will just walk out of, you know?
As somebody who hasn't seen it, it does kind of feel like a film that gets 20,000 letterbox logs that was released in 1982 and then gets a Criterion release.
Yeah, it kind of does feel like a cult classic. Like, you'd watch this at the Prince Charles Cinema in London and people were like, whoa, what the hell's that?
Or the future Floodlights Camera Action Cinema in
Gospel
Farnborough, just in the middle.
Yeah. No, but it's just so interesting. And I actually haven't been this excited about, like, a filmmaker. Well, I guess there's two filmmakers, but you know what I mean? Like, a director like this in a long time. Like, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they make next, because I'm so impressed.
Is it the Daniels who did Everything Ever All at Once?
I think so. I don't really know.
So they had quite a lot. They've obviously got film coming out in the next couple of years. But another directorial debut, duo. Sorry, not debut.
Yeah. But no, I'm so excited about to see, like, what they're gonna do next, because this has completely, like, blown me away. Not like this is one of the best films I've ever seen. It's just crazy. Like, I've just never seen anything like it, and it is absolutely ballsy. Like, you will never see anything like this ever again.
You for a pull quote?
I don't know. Maybe.
This film is fun, but you'd never see anything like this ever again.
Yeah. This is what cinema is all about. No, I just respected it a lot. The main thing about it is I just respect people who make films like this. And this is exactly what should be shown at film festivals, I think. That's something that you don't know anything about and you go and you're blown away by. It doesn't even have to be the best film ever. It just has to be interesting. You know, like, a boring film that says nothing is the worst thing you can show. That's the opposite of that.
No, is it too much to watch a film to be interesting?
Yeah, exactly. No, it was great. It was completely over the top. It was overstimulating. And I kind of see why maybe people left who were, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. And anyway, less about the FM26. Less about the FM26 UI. More about Reflection of Dead Diamond.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I think once you understand what the vibe is and that you're not meant to take this seriously and it's just a bit of fun, you really enjoy it. And, like, the people around me were laughing a lot and, like, they were really enjoying it. But then you could kind of feel the other people were like, oh, like, what is this shit? You know,
Do you know
like...
who the two people who've seen this film like have on Letterboxd are?
What? Who?
And Kyle MacLachlan.
Well,
You're the two.
Did he like it?
I don't think he doesn't rate anything.
Oh.
I think it was just...
Well, I'm sure he loved it.
Yeah. He's a lover, not a fighter, so of course he would.
Mm. Okay, next film. Maybe I should I'll talk about it next. This was a very disappointing day for me. I saw these next two films on the last day I went, and I was expecting big things from both. I'll go with Silent Friend first because
it's the worst.
I already mentioned I didn't like it. I think I gave it 2 or 1.5. I can't remember.
It's 1.5.
Yeah, because so it's a film starring Tony Leung and Leia Seydoux, who it doesn't really star Leia Seydoux. She's literally on a Zoom call like 3 times for 5 minutes, and I want to
Zoom call films. End
Zoom calls in films. Like the Zoom call acting is so strange to me that it takes me out of the film because I feel like the actors are really not good at it. Like,
it's kind of like when people. It's kind of like when people forgot how to act over the phone.
Yeah, it's like
then Robert Redford will do it in like All the President's Men, or like or Brad Pitt will do it in Moneyball, and you go, oh, that's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you see like a bunch of these robots on Zoom meetings. So, I don't know how to act anymore. Forgotten.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just like Leia Seydoux's on the screen and she'll be like, hey, how's it going? And then it'll be like a second of silence, and then he'll be like, oh, I'm good. How are you? It's like, I just don't like it. There's something about Zoom acting I don't like. It feels strange to me.
We don't know how to do it yet. We're in the zeitgeist. We don't know how to separate from it.
We need some training courses for Zoom acting, maybe. SAG, maybe write that down.
Yeah, I don't ever want to see Daniel Day-Lewis doing Zoom acting.
Oh God, no. But so the film, it's about plants. It's basically all about plants. I'm not gonna lie. It's about plants and science and experiments on plants and whether plants have emotions, are human, etc. And it jumps between different time periods of different people working out this stuff. And experimenting on stuff.
I'll be honest.
And it's over 2 hours.
Nearly 3,
most people kind of love this film, and I was very surprised because like it's just not for me. It's not for me because it's just so slow, and I just wasn't interested. I just was not interested.
Do you remember what you messaged me after you saw it?
No, what did I say?
You were like, this is so slow, so boring. And you said something along the lines of, this is the kind of film you'll say you'll love when you see it. It's like, what?
Well, I don't know, because I feel like the films that I just don't get, everyone else just understands and loves it, you know? I feel like this is one of those I just don't get.
Slow films are actually good, like Terrence Malick films.
Well, I don't know, maybe this is good, because it seems like everyone else loves it. I don't know.
It does sound boring, though. It does sound rubbish.
I liked, so I was getting really bored and kind of, over it, and then towards the end, it does kind of get good. I'm not gonna lie. Like towards the end, I feel like, oh, this is getting good.
Oh my God, it's sprouting. Oh my God.
Yeah. And there was this really cool part. I'm not gonna spoil because these films aren't out, but I don't think anyone's gonna watch it. But anyway, I'm not gonna spoil.
Unless you're in Switzerland from the 21st of January 2026, or Germany or France in April 2026. That's all you get.
Jesus, that is a long way away. But anyway, so there was this one side plot with this German guy, like German student, like university student, and he was looking after a plant. And that bit was interesting. Like I thought he was a good character, and I was invested in his relationship with that plant. But
someone called it "In the Wood for Love" in their Letterboxd review. It's good.
Jesus.
It's good. That's good stuff. That.
But then again, it was getting like quite interesting with the storyline of like this woman in the very olden times who was like working at a photographer's. Like that was getting interesting, and then the film ended. And then none of that got resolved. Nothing.
I hate when that happens.
Just nothing got resolved. So I actually found the Tony Leung side plot the least interesting. So that kind of got resolved, and then the other two just didn't. And I was like, well, those are the two I was invested in, and they actually got interesting, and then you're just not gonna do anything about that. It was disappointing, or like, I feel like they could have cut some stuff from the beginning to actually give them an ending. But maybe that was the point, and I missed the point, and I'm stupid, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, sure. But I'm not going to pretend like I liked something just because everyone else does. And speaking of that, speaking of not liking something that everyone else does...
Well, you gave it a good score, this next one.
I did, but people were saying this is oh my god, it's incredible.
Comparatively to what people were saying, yeah.
Yeah, so I went to watch No Other Choice, and I like Park Chan-wook's films. Like, I really love Decision to Leave, and I thought, well, this will probably be more of that, and it will be great. And
the premise is really good.
The premise is really good. Everything I've seen about it is really good. The premise sounds great. It sounds funny. This is exactly what you want, and I was really excited about it. And then I give it 3.5. It's like, I still liked it, you know. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I still liked it, but
it's not
it was just a bit.
good.
It was just a bit disappointing. I didn't really find it funny, and I think that was a key part of the film, was that everyone found it hilarious. It just didn't, like, the humor didn't click for me. But, like, everyone else around me was laughing, so I'm sure I will still recommend this. Like, I do think it'll probably work for most people. I just felt a bit bored. And I don't really know why. There was just something about it that was just not really captivating me, not making me engaged. I felt like it was a bit low on energy. But again, this is completely just my opinion, it's subjective, okay? And I just wasn't that interested. And I was kind of waiting for it to end. And that's not fun. That's not a good thing to feel.
Hashtag bad vibes, man.
There's like, cinematography is great, by the way. It does look great. There's one scene.
I saw a journalist recently who was sorry, just to interrupt.
You just interrupted me. Thanks.
Yeah, they were doing a press junket with actors, and they were like, the actors were like, when you lead with the film looks gorgeous, is that because you hate the film? Johnny does look good. That'll do. Look good.
No, but I mean, it is good. You know, these are separate parts. Like, you can not like a film and still say it looks good. They are different parts
of the small
tech.
Player.
Like, you know, these are completely different parts of making a film. So I really don't think they're related.
You can get by with bad cinematography. You can't get by with bad script or bad performances or whatever.
Yeah.
Or boring.
But no, it was good in that. I think my favourite bit and where it peaked, I think, was there's this one scene with a gun. And that's what I'm going to say. It just involves a gun. You'll know exactly what it is when you see it.
You use that exact same line with the snowman scene in The Naked Gun.
All I said was there's a snowman. So all I'm saying here is there's a gun, you'll know what I mean when you see it. And I think that scene is great, and that has that energy, it has a suspense, it's funny. Like, I don't know, that is kind of what I wanted more of. And I just
often annoys me though.
This wasn't enough of it, you know.
When you see what a film could be, and the rest isn't, I do get frustrated.
Yeah, and again, like, the humour just wasn't my kind of humour, which is completely subjective, and, you know, whatever. I'm sure other people love it, but yeah, it's just one of those where it's like, it's not for me. It's not for me. Although I still liked it. So that's where I land on that.
Good.
Are we going to the last film now?
Yes.
That we both watched?
The last film I saw and the last one we both watched. We're in rooms next to each other. I was in Picture Screen 2, you're in Picture Screen 1, I think it was Pillion.
Woohoo.
Yeah, Pillion, woohoo. This is Harry Lighton's, I want to say, feature debut? Yeah, feature debut.
I think it is debut, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Starring Harry Melling of Harry Potter fame, Alexander Skarsgård of future Batman fame. I saw someone call it a dom-com, as in a dominant man com.
As in BDSM biker gang.
Yeah, as in BDSM com. And I didn't expect to love it, because I thought, you know, it's not my kind of film, but I really liked it. I gave it 3.5 stars. You pitched recent months ago. We cast Future of the DCU, which I might do again actually because that was quite fun. And you pitched Alexander Skarsgård as Batman, and that one between I pitched Tyler Hoechlin. And this film weirdly serves as quite a good audition tape for him in that like he is very when he's quiet, he can be very soft, he can be very
and he's hot as fuck.
I was about to say he can be very hard. He can be hard. And also his physicality in the way he moves, the way the leather stretches, like it just works for Batman. He's really good in this. It's so funny. It's tender. The third act really worked for me. I thought it was really sweet in the third act. It was really
Shout
romantic.
out Picture House Bromley.
And Bromley Primark.
Yeah.
Very Bromley
when he wrote that note, like beat me up Primark Bromley, it's so funny.
What if we kissed at Picture House Bromley or whatever else, or do worse things at Picture House Bromley?
They did worse.
This is actually a better location focused film than Love Bromley. It's doing a lot of heavy lifting for Bromley. The soundtrack's really good as well. It's really well shot, really well lit. It's just really sweet, and I didn't love it. Like it's not one of my favorites of the year, whatever. It's a 7 out of 10, and it does kind of push this. It pushes the concept as far as it can go.
Yeah,
and it's a really good film. It's a really really good film.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's kind of like these films are like about this subject matter. You know, they can only go as far. Like this is never. You know, I don't think anyone could make this a masterpiece, this kind of subject matter, right? It's very hard.
On the flip side...
No pun intended.
Yeah. On the flip side, it's very easy to take the piss out of what they're about BDSM culture and kink culture, and it become like a really like point and laugh film. It doesn't... It's totally like respectful of the culture and the bikers and everything around it, and it approached it in a really earnest way. And
yeah, I really appreciate that. I think it speaks volumes of the director. Actually, I think he did a great job. Especially because it's his debut feature, right? Like, I'm definitely going to be looking out for what he makes next, for sure.
Let me just check who wrote it quickly. It was written by him as well, and like he's not got loads of writing credits either.
Very
so
talented.
It's not like he's like a really extensive writer. He's a young guy who's clearly in touch with these things, so to speak. And yeah, just does a really good job. It's a really really good film, and really heartfelt. And I the ending really worked for me as well. It wasn't what I expected. Yeah. It was bittersweet, but it was optimistic. It was hopeful. It was about community and love and acceptance, and wearing leather, most importantly.
Yeah, but no, yeah, I agree. No, I agree. But we have to bring something up because there's a little football related issue in this film.
Oh yeah. We
have to. We won't spoil, but did anyone working on this film know anything about football? I don't think so.
No, so I can
explain it. All right,
I can say this without spoiling it. The end of the film sees a character at a Sunday League football match, and he's meeting someone for the first time. This man has on a pair of, I think, like Copa Mundials.
They were like black and white leather.
A Jim King tracksuit. Wasn't playing. It was before half time because the character arrives with oranges. And the only possible explanation is that he's the manager. But he wasn't. But then he was acting like a crowd member.
He was a crowd member for sure.
But he was acting like a manager.
Why are you wearing football boots and Jim King leggings as a crowd member at a Sunday League game?
That only makes sense for a manager. And Jim King is bad enough, but like bear in mind
why have you got your boots laced up as a manager though?
Bear in mind the rest of the costuming is really good, and the set design's really good. It's just like in the third act, I remember sat there going, "Yeah, this is great. What the hell's going on there?"
Honestly, I think they should hire us as like football advisor for films.
Consultants.
Let us get in there and tell you, no, guys, this is not how it works. Because I feel like most people involved in film are theatre kids, right? They might not know about football, you know? They know from Ted Lasso. Like, we need to...
Do you know what it is,
we need to give them some advice.
It's... If they wanted to keep it... Because basically he ties a guy's shoes. You either...
You make him a player, I think, on the bench or something.
Yeah. If they want to make it so like, it's a pair of leather football boots, don't make him as part of the crowd. Just with the subs.
Also, he was wearing, like, studs. Like maybe make them like molds.
No, when I managed at
Some
Sunday
people
League.
wear
Oh
football
yeah,
boots.
metal, weren't they?
Some people wear football boots, like you just as
I did when I
a
managed
fashion style, right?
when I managed Sunday League. I wore
Yeah,
molds.
but I'm pretty sure they were studs, and that was the
They were
crucial
Mundials, weren't
bit.
they? So I think probability they probably would have gone. Oh, this is what football managers wear. They wear metal studs.
No, but I think if that was meant to be a manager, the Jim King leggings are even more
Nuts.
criminal.
Like, I get we're in London, but like,
oh man,
come on. That was the only thing that really took me out of the film.
Take him away.
Which, you know that HMRC football guy?
No.
Where he basically he's a guy like when pros go on podcasts and tell bullshit stories, he like
Oh,
he
okay.
he like put them up and it'd be like, yeah, right, and he'll like rip apart like, all right, you weren't on that team, that didn't happen, this couldn't happen. We need to do that, but for any football in film or TV, we need to nail down.
To give our analysis,
would
like Monday Night
happen?
Football analysis level.
If you stop him there, he's got a Jim King tracksuit on.
Yeah,
what would happen?
All right, I think
the bit just dropped.
Well, is that it? I think we're done.
Yeah, unless you do the quiz, I've got time for the quiz. If you
do you want to do the quiz? And just so you know, this album is still relevant.
Yeah. Before we do season 4 in 2 months' time.
Okay, so we're gonna do a quiz, which is very late because this is not relevant anymore. But I don't know if you guys heard, Taylor Swift released a new album called Life of a Showgirl, I think.
The MAGA Golden Child. Sorry, not Sydney.
We can't say that. But so some people, haters, of course, have said that the lyrics are not very good.
The woke left.
So we are here I made a quiz for Jack to have a guess if these lyrics are real or if they are fake. So
Life of a Showgirl or Life of a Podcaster?
God, that's depressing. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start things off. We'll see how many points you get, right? So you haven't heard these.
No.
I don't know. We'll see.
I've only heard like the viral TikTok audios.
Okay.
I don't listen to the lyrics. So.
Okay. So we're gonna start off right with good thing I like my friends cancelled. I like 'em cloaked in Gucci and in Scandal. Is that a real lyric?
No.
It is. That is a real lyric. She has a song called Cancelled. And she
Taylor
says that.
Swift has it.
That's in the chorus.
Who's that about?
Probably her MAGA friends.
Yeah,
who she goes to NFL games with.
Yeah,
Probably.
this is a pro Sabrina Carpenter horny podcast.
Whoa.
Question. No, well, she's a horny woman.
Sabrina Carpenter. She is. She's a busy woman as well.
Did you write the ones that aren't real?
I prefer not to speak.
Okay, so we're testing your lyric writing ability.
No. You'll see.
Okay.
Okay. Next one. Next one says, "Did you girl boss too close to the sun? Did they catch you having far too much fun? Is that real?"
That's so bad. Like, you almost don't want it to be real. No, that can't be real, surely.
It's real.
Jesus Christ.
That's from the same song.
Seriously?
That is real. She really did say, "Did you girl boss too close to the sun?" This is
Luca Guadagnino syndrome, where you take on too much work and it just goes to the quality control. Just in the pits.
Right, next lyric. I'm just a small girl in a small town, a prison with no key. I need someone to protect me like I was their Pookie.
No, that's not true. It's not real.
No, it's not real. I wrote that.
Thank God. I'll be honest, I thought half that can't be real. Half, you have to do you can't do 3 correct ones in a row.
Yeah. I made it a bit too obvious. Fuck.
Who wrote that? Did you write that?
I wrote that. Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
I mean, it's bad enough where I thought it might be the album.
Key and Pookie, I thought that was pretty good.
It's bad enough where it could have been the album. So you're a similar level songwriter to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I should be hired to be her next songwriter, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, this next one. 'Cause I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage.
I can pick that. I think that's real because she does that weird voice where she's like, "I'm not a bad bitch," and it's like
that's not how it goes at all. It goes like,
how's it go?
'Cause I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage. That's what she says.
And that's real?
That's real.
Oh, good lord. By the way, I quite liked early Taylor Swift. I like the bangers.
I liked the 2 albums she did during lockdown. Maybe you should lock her in. Lock her in a room.
Unks is cooked.
Yeah. Don't let her on social media, because this is what happens.
Yeah.
This is why you shouldn't let your kids use social media. This is what happens to their brains.
So they get radicalized by Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Okay, next one is, oh my man, he throws football every weekend, and then he throws me onto the bed every week night.
I did hear there was a lyric about Kelce having a big dick. Someone go, that's true.
No, I wrote that. See, so you think my standard is the same as Taylor Swift? I'll take it.
Yeah, by the way, that's not a compliment for you. That's an insult to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that is absolutely an insult. But also, I tried to make mine similar. You know, she was my inspiration. You know,
that does kind of sound like a really bad Sabrina Carpenter, because she is obviously the most rambunctious pop star.
Whoa. Right.
She is rambunctious.
No. Respect my queen, please.
She is rambunctious. She's talking like tears rolling down her legs.
But she's way better at doing it.
She's also more like, it's fun.
Also, she's doing it in a funny way. I feel like this is Taylor Swift being serious. I'm not gonna lie.
Girls, isn't it funny to be rambunctious?
Is it funny to be friends with Republicans?
Yeah. Anyway.
Next one. Everybody's so punk on the internet. Everyone's unbothered till they're not. Every joke's just trolling and memes.
That is real.
Yeah, that is real.
Because no one speaks like that, which means it must be real.
No, even I couldn't write that.
Oh,
that
punk.
Is
It just reminds me of like Brewdog, which is not a good reminder.
No, it's not great. And then the last one is, you're a cinephile. I watch Family Guy on a Friday night off a rogue website.
Oh, that's a really good one to end on, because this could even be you linking it back to film. I think it's real.
It's not real. But actually, I didn't write this. This is from the new Tame Impala album. And it's so funny. Like, I actually love it.
When Tame Impala says it, that's all right, because it's Tame Impala.
No, it's a lot better. It's probably the best lyric I've read out so far.
So we'll get like 3 right? God.
Yeah, I'm surprised you only got 3.
Because all the lyrics were so bad.
Yeah.
Were so bad in the context of the Taylor Swift album. I did apparently there is one about it, but is it Travis Kelce is the one she's with?
It's Travis Kelce, yeah. She made a whole song called Wood. Yeah. Yeah,
I was gonna say he's got a big member. Yeah, she's cooked. Auntie's cooked.
Yeah.
I think that wraps us up fairly nicely. Well done for the quiz.
Let's wrap it up then.
That officially takes up the end of another episode, the first episode of season 3. Hope you enjoyed. Links will be in the description. Make sure you do 5 stars on Apple and Spotify if you enjoyed. Okay, it's been an absolute pleasure as always. Can you remember our email?
floodlightpod@gmail.com.
Probably. We'll be back next week. Until next time, keep watching, keep consuming.